think we're live on YouTube already. It doesn't give me the option of clicking start it now. It just starts it by itself. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm back. I'm live. Let me just sort this camera out. You can see my wet patches. I went in the pool. Hello, Instagram. I'm back live. It's the launch weekend. The second launch of my program, which is called The Adventure Zone. And so I'm doing an introduction of the program here today, and also live here on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. 3 places at the same time. My hands are dry. I've been in the pool. I had to go to the shops, and then after my live show this morning, and then get in the pool and just chill out and watch, interestingly enough, the dragonflies. Now, if you were on my live this morning, I've got a message on the screen and it's not going away. Anyway, if you were on my live this morning, I was talking about nature and how we can receive from nature. And I was explaining one of the ways that I can remain present, the easiest ways of getting present. Yes, there's meditation, but there's only so much meditation we can do in a day, right? Another way to be present for me is being outside, being in nature, watching the dragonflies. And so I got in the pool, in the shade, just sitting in the shallow bit, watching the dragonflies. And this morning in the live, I'd said that I watched the dragonflies, and it seems to me that the male, because the male's yellow and the female is blue, and it seems to me that he bites onto a tail to follow her around, and then she dunks him in the water a few times, and then he curls his tail over, right? His tail up and under him to get her pregnant. Well, I was in the pool, and sometimes they'll whiz by me. There was a lot of dragonfly action in the pool, and this couple, happy couple, very happy couple, came and just hovered like a foot in front of me so I could see what was actually happening. So they knew that I'd just given the wrong information. No, he doesn't bite on a tail and hang on to the back of him. That's not what happens. She hooks her tail underneath the back of his head, and she drags him along. So he flies behind her. She hooks her like tail claw thing at the back of his head, and drags her behind. So I stand corrected by nature, because I was explaining this morning, this is what nature does, right? Nature answers our questions. We hold a certain vibration, nature answers it, which shows that my energy field is completely open to receive, because I ask a question, and the structures in the world that are aligned with my energy, the nature and loving and giving people, it all comes. I get the answers, from that. Just an interesting take there. Let's just move that out of the way. So, how is everybody? If you want some cards, let's get some cards out straight away. What is it you're trying to manifest at the moment? What's your next adventure in life? What do you want your next adventure in life to be? Because the Adventure Zone is all about that. It's like a law of attraction program, but it's given to you through having quests. Not only that, we go through it live, which takes us about 2 to 2.5 months. We did it earlier this year with the first intake to the Adventure Zone, the first adventurers. And throughout the journey, I go live in our private group, so you can join me live. I'll answer your questions, I'll pull cards out, I'll deal with any energy healing, clearing whatever needs to happen to get you through to the end of that stage to the next stage. Because if a lot of you have tried law of attraction stuff before and it hasn't worked for you, there'll be a particular area that you're getting stuck on, right? And it might not appear to be clear to you what that is. It could be anything. It could be your fear structures always get you into like a controlling mode, so there's like a lack of trust there. Or it could be a problem in getting aligned. Let's put the light on. It could be a problem in getting aligned, And so all of these quests, they're designed to take you through the whole process in a fun kind of a way. And so if you're interested in joining me in that, visit my website, behealing.com. That's behealing.com, and sign yourself up. It's $450 off today. So yesterday, the first day of this launch, you were getting a free private reading worth $197 along with it, and also my abundance incantation too. That offer's off the table now. And a lot of you were saying like you wish you had the money for it. It's like, okay, well, instead of giving freebies and adding on to it, I'll just reduce the price even more as well to help you out a bit there. So that offer stands for another, it finishes tomorrow morning for me, and it's just about to be midday. Well, it's 20 to midday at the moment, so it's going to be another, like, I don't know, I can't work it out. It's going to stop tomorrow morning for me anyway, that offer. So get in while you can. And first of all, I'm just going to pull some cards out for the collective and see what the guides want us to talk about today. Because this morning we were releasing blocks this morning to what people wanted. What are we doing now? Let's have a look. We've got the Two of Pentacles here. Two of Pentacles is about balance, balancing things up. So yeah, the quests in the Adventure Zone, some of them might seem very similar to quests earlier in the program, and it's nuanced, you see, because the quests are designed to highlight your sticking point, your block, the bit that you get stuck on. And so sometimes they are very similar, but because there's a slight difference in the way that we approach it, it can reveal the blocks, yeah, your sticking point. So it's a more thorough law of attraction kind of a program. Not just that though, it's about the new earth that we're creating at the moment, and so it's about going beyond the structures that we've believed in, that we've been programmed in. A lot of times when I ask people what they want, you're still thinking within the current structures, right? And we're moving to a new earth now. The current structures are falling away. They're unsustainable. It's like a game of Monopoly. We're at the end. We're at the end now. It's an end game of Monopoly. And so the structures are falling away. And so trying to manifest from within those, the guide's like, what are you doing that for? It's like trying to manifest a new house when you're, getting on an airplane to leave the country and go live somewhere else. Why would you manifest a house while you're leaving, But how? How can we manifest with the new structures? Because we're very much in between worlds at the moment. How can we even do that when we don't know what it's going to be like? Well, we're creating what it's going to be like now. So it's not about imagining how life is going to be, what the new structures are going to be. I've got a wet bikini on underneath my t-shirt. It's not about that. It is about suspending beliefs, knowing the essence of what it is that we want and what we want to live. We don't need to know the details. So this is like law of attraction on steroids, right? When we're going through this collective consciousness is creating a whole new earth collective, a whole new environment that we're going to be in, very different than the one that we have. And so what we're seeing now is that move toward the new, but we've also seen like the old structures, the control structures, those ones that are winning at Monopoly, that have won really already, are digging their heels in. They don't want it to change, but it's unsustainable. It has to change. Like there's only so much you can do, right? The game of Monopoly has to end once someone's won. You know what I mean? Like the end game of Monopoly. You played Monopoly, right? And there's just one person. There's always one person. It's a different person each time, right? Because it depends on luck, really. They end up with so much property that they're just collecting each time, and everyone else is getting less and less and less and less and less. And it's already written, right? We know that it's not going to turn around. It can't turn around at that point. And that's what the earth is like right now. We're at the point where it can't turn around. We're in this end game. It's like, okay, you won already. Well done, you got all the money, you won already. But no, they want to keep it going, not realizing they can't keep it going. Of course they want to keep it going. They want the glory, right? So we're in difficult times right now, I know. But we still need to be at it to create what it is that we want, because our intentions are creating the new earth now. And so a new balanced earth now, not patriarchy, not even matriarchy. A new balanced earth. The earth resources are for everybody, not just a few to own and then try and make everyone slaves to get it off them, right? So we got the Four of Pentacles here. This is everyone holding on to their stuff. And the Nine of Pentacles is about personal wins. The Nine of Pentacles is a card that tells us we each have our own direct connection with Source. Don't need to go through anyone else. All right? And we can tap into that. Hence my story about nature at the start. I ask a question and the nature shows me The dragonflies are right in front of my face so that I see that I was wrong in my assumption that he's biting onto a tail. She's actually hooking onto the back of his head and dragging him along. So now I know that. My question was answered. We each have our connection with Source. And this is what my guides have told me. Very difficult now. It's very difficult for us now because we can only receive from aligned people, aligned systems. Because that's a match to our energy. And so you can receive from nature. We can receive from good people. Empathic people, people that are doing good. We can't receive from the other structures, right? We can't receive from those. It's out of alignment. So very difficult times at the moment, I know. So say hello, where are you watching from? And would you like some cards out? So what I want to do is help you the next step forward towards what it is that you want in this live show right now. So let's do it. Let's get on with it. Who's watching? Where are you watching from? And what would you like to know? You don't need to tell me what you'd like to know because I'm just going to channel your higher self and your guides, what they want you to know. Just move this down a little bit. There we go. I can't move this down a little bit because it's just my iPad and it's just like resting on my Dyson hairdryer box. There we go. A little bit. Anyone want some cards? We're telling your followers that you started a live video. Good. Comments will appear here. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Would you like some cards? So this is the live launch weekend, the second live launch of my program, The Adventure Zone, which is on behealing.com. It's a membership system. You get membership for life. And after every launch, I go do a live round with the occupants. And so you get to do it as many times as you like, with any intention, you know. So your first round might be, I don't know, to manifest more money. The second round might be for a relationship. Third round might be for career. Like, up to you. Hey, Andrea, what is it that you'd like to manifest? What's your next adventure? And where in Australia are you? Anyone else watching? Say hello. YouTube. No one ever comments on YouTube on these lives. It's weird. Facebook do. Instagram do. YouTube, they're all like silence. It's weird. It's creepy. It's creepy when people come on the lives and they don't say anything. Like, I'm being watched. Okay, guys just told me something then. Okay. Let's get some more cards out. Andrea, I'll get some cards out for you soon. Happiness. This is for the collective. I've got the Sun card out, you know, and this is why we heal ourselves so our inner child can be happy. Happiness, it's not about what we've got on the outside, right? It's how we're feeling on the inside. And hi, Debbie. And healing ourselves brings us that happiness. When we're good with ourselves, you know? When we're no longer beating ourselves up. Very important. Northampton. Is that Massachusetts? Probably. Hey, Laurie. I recognize your name, Laurie. I think I've read for you before. Andrea, Debbie, Laurie, what are you trying to manifest? Let me help you take that next step forward. Let me know and I'll pull some cards for you. For anyone else watching the replay, or even if you're watching live, you can get private one-question readings from me from my website, behealing.com. Recently rolled my prices back 5 years, and so they're only $20 now. That's Australian dollars too. So it's like 15 or even less US dollars. Because I'm here. I want to help everyone at the moment, so let's get some cards out for you. Or if you've got questions, it doesn't have to be about what you're trying to manifest at the moment, but that is what the Adventure Zone is all about. It's like an in-depth law of attraction thing. It's what my guides told me to help everyone with, to be able to get past the current systems at the moment, to get our mind out of that. Because I know financial freedom, money, is what everyone's talking about at the moment, because it's so difficult right now. You see, we're on the bridge right now between the old systems and the new systems. The new systems haven't kicked in yet. The old systems are falling apart, and so finances are the most difficult thing at the moment. We're in an end game of Monopoly now. They won, they got it all. And so very difficult right now for that. But we still want to pursue that. We still want to pursue what it is that we want because we want to hold the essence of that. So what does financial freedom mean to you outside of the current systems that we've got? If we had completely different systems for it, what would financial freedom mean to you? What I mean by that is, say, it doesn't even need to be this concept of money. There doesn't need to be a concept of, jobs and stuff like that. How would you want to live? What would abundance truly feel like to you? For me, I'm kind of living it already, right? And it used to work financially for me and it doesn't anymore. But just, doing what I do, sharing my gifts very freely, it just used to work automatically all the time. I'd get enough customers in to get by, and it hasn't worked like that lately, and it's because it's very difficult. Hi Debbie, Somerset in the UK. So, Laurie, good health, prosperity, aligned purpose, mission. I love it. So for me, abundance it's like a magical life, It's everything showing up when I need it, or when I want it. It's the things that I want and the opportunities and the people and, the things in the community and stuff happening that brings me what it is that I want. To me, abundance isn't getting a shit ton of money and hoarding it to myself so that I can look after myself. That doesn't feel like abundance to me. That feels like more of the same of me being independent and having to struggle and do everything myself. And it's exhausting. I'm over it. It's exhausting. We should be in communities and helping each other and sharing our gifts freely, right? It feels totally different to me. And this is what I've got to do right now, because we're in between the old earth. We're seeing the structures falling away now. It's unsustainable. A lot of people could see it was unsustainable for a very long time. These kind of systems of constant growth, everything going toward a few people, is just unsustainable. And so now we're at the end of it, right? Where we're being shown, yes, it's unsustainable and it's falling apart now. So what are they doing? They're digging their heels in. They're like, but it's working for us. It's like, yeah, it's working for you. It's not working for anybody else. So we can't manifest from inside those systems anymore. They're on the out. But we can manifest abundance. We can. It looks different, that's all. So let's get some cards out. So Andrea called it, first of all. Andrea and Victoria. Financial freedom. Just think about that, what it truly means then, and try and suspend belief in those current structures for a while and be open to the magic of, like, how could it work really well for you? For you. People showing up, the things that you want showing up. Just that walking through the world with that magical kind of abundance coming at you from all directions. Your card, Andrea, is the Hangman. What was I just saying? It's looking at it completely differently. We've got to look at things completely differently. That's why I created the Adventure Zone, because that's what my guides told me at the start of the year. Now you need to help people to look outside of the box. Systems are falling away, and so it's a way of suspending beliefs about how life is and the current systems that we've all got born into and we're all programmed with. But we have to get out of that now because they are falling. Those systems are falling. And that's not scary. That is a really good thing. What has been scary is being in those systems. It's a very good thing, but it requires us in order to, and we're leaders. We're leaders. If you're watching me, you're a leader in this, in consciousness. We've done all the inner work. We know how to do this, right? We are the forerunners in this. We are the conscious spirits that are most able to do this, and this is what we're being asked to do now, is to think outside of the box, look at it in a completely different perspective. Think utopia. What would be your utopian dream? Yeah. Because it sure as hell isn't getting a load of money and carrying on like this, is it? Right? It isn't. So that's the card that you've got, Andrea. Got to think outside the box now, and not think outside of the box in the current systems. Because we've been told that before, right? Think outside of the box. And they didn't really mean that. They meant stay in the box and then be, and just work within it a little bit. put a little bit more effort into it. You know, that's not what I'm saying. Here's the thing. When I'm tuning into abundance and I'm doing the clearing work about receiving and all of that kind of stuff, and then I'm like, guys, but the money isn't coming in. Oh, what's going on? Come back. Due to poor wireless connection. Oh no, the internet's bad. Oh, I'm back. The internet's bad, sorry. I live on a small island. So I'm tuning into all these things and I'm saying to my guys, why isn't the money coming in? Don't get it. What's going on? And they said, well, you can only receive from the systems that are aligned with you, Claire. And it's like, well, but my customers are aligned with me. And they're like, yeah, but they're in these systems too that aren't working for them. I'm like, okay. And then I have these experiences with nature that is aligned with me, right? Like asking, like looking at a tree outside that's got full of ripening fruit, almost ripe fruit right at the top of it, and it's a really tall tree. I'm wondering, like, how are the staff here? Because I don't get this stuff down. How are the staff here going to get those fruits down? Because it's such a tall tree and it's right at the back there. I see them climbing up and doing all kinds of things. Got all these gadgets. They've got like a stick of bamboo with like a cut off soda bottle, plastic soda bottle that's chopped off, so it's like a scoop thing, and then they go up and then they rattle it around to get some fruit off. That's how they do it. But this tree was massive, right? And so I'm looking out the window and just pondering that. I wonder how we're going to get the fruit down from that tree. And then I go into the kitchen area and I heard this big crash noise. I come back and you know what's happened? The tree has fallen down. At that moment, it's fallen down right toward my bungalow and my what do you call that? Platform. What's it called? Balcony. My balcony right there, backing onto the jungle. The tree was the same height as the distance from the tree to my bungalow, and so it's dropped all the fruit on my right outside my door. I didn't even need to go outside of my house. I just slid the door open and picked the fruit up. I'm like, oh, that's how. Thank you very much. That's how open I am to receiving. On my live this morning, I was saying how one of the ways that I am present, because we need to be present in order to be positive, right? We can't be distracted and we can't be, letting our minds go on autopilot, because autopilot is subconscious mind, and subconscious mind is negatively biased because it's there to protect us. We've got to let our subconscious mind do its thing, and we've got to use our conscious mind to go for what it is that we want, because the subconscious mind is taking care of the problems, the potential downfalls and all of that kind of thing. We don't need to do that with our conscious mind. We can be positive with our conscious mind. Anyway, I was explaining all of that. So the trick to being positive is not trying to force ourselves to be positive in a negative world, right? We need to be real about the world. We need to be very real. Like, I don't like this person, their energy is horrible and all of that kind of thing. That helps us to be real. But when we're thinking about our goals and the things that we want, we've got to be positive about that, right? That's a different thing. And the way to be positive is just to be more present. It's to be more present and aware. And for me, nature gives me that. Being out in nature, or just like stroking the cat. Meditation, yeah, but that's like a more formal way of doing it. You don't want to be doing that all day. I want to be like outside and noticing nature and watching the butterflies and the dragonflies. So I was saying that in the live this morning, and I was explaining like how I sit in the pool. That's why I've got a wet top, because I was just doing it before. Sitting in the pool watching the dragonflies. There's girl dragonflies and they're blue, and there's yellow dragonflies sometimes come along. The girls have got their own game going on, but sometimes the boys will come along and they're yellow, and then they attach. And I thought they bit on the back of the tail of the female, the blue female, yes, and she dragged him around. And I said that in the live, that this is what happens, right? And then after the live, I went and sat in the pool and I was watching them again. And this couple, they've never done this before, they came right in front of my eyes, like within a foot of my eyes, so I could see exactly what was going on. He wasn't biting onto her tail. I'd got that wrong, and they knew that I'd got it wrong. They came right in front of my face, and I saw that her tail is actually hooked under the back of his head. And he like flies up, and then she hooks her tail under the back of his head, and they fly around together like that. Now, I got my answer straight away. That's because I'm open and receiving, right? We can ask for more money and go, what's wrong with me? I can't receive. And then we meet all of these horrible people and narcissists, and they're not doing nice things for us. And then we're out in the world in these horrible systems that won't give us any money because they're keeping it all for themselves. And we're like, what's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you and me. We're completely open to it. Try and receive from nature and you'll get it straight away like that. There's nothing wrong with us. There's something wrong with the systems that we're in. But it's okay because it's changing now. Hey, Cheryl in Brisbane. Debbie wants to know our next step. Let's see. Laurie, you want some cards too? I've got a twitch in my eye. Can you see? It's very distracting. Okay, if you've got questions, pop them up. Debbie, I'm going to do Debbie next. You're welcome, Andrea. I'm just trying to get rid of this twitch. Okay. Debbie, what's your next step? Oh, temperance. You don't want to hear that, do you? Nobody wants to hear temperance. It's like, wait. It sucks because we want to get active. We want to do things. Anyway, what are you waiting for? We need to wait. We need to wait for things to fall. We need to just survive this bridge part, really. Simplify our lives and survive this part. And hold the vision, right? Hold the vision of what it is that you want, the kind of world that you want to live in and what you want to experience in it. Just as a lot of you will have had this experience that we've been through a lot of like negative romantic relationships, those things that we don't want. And then we've investigated it, our part in that. How did we choose that? How did those red flags get past us? How can I notice them now? How can I spot the narcissism and all of that kind of stuff? And then learning boundaries and how to enforce that and all of that kind of thing. And knowing our worth, knowing that what we bring to a relationship and all of that. A lot of us have done that work, right? And now a lot of women are in this position of, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what I bring to a relationship. Happy enough by myself, and I will notice it when it comes in, right? I will recognize that energy when it comes in, but I'm not entertaining the rest of the stuff now. That exact energy and that exact process is what we need to be with everything else now. We know our worth. We're human beings here on Earth. Earth loves us. We're very loved by Spirit too. It wants us all to be happy. We want everyone to be happy too, right? We know what we deserve, and we'll know when the circumstances come about that we can actually receive that. But right now, we're happy enough where we are, right? We're getting by, we're happy enough where we are, but we're still holding that vision of what it is that we want. That is exactly the energy that we need to be in right now to create this new earth. It's exactly the same energy. And it seems to me, I was talking to my guys, like the last 5 years has been all about empowerment and spotting red flags and all of that. And it was starting to weigh heavy on me, Today's tarot show, it just seemed to be about all the negative stuff like that. Notice this and notice that, how bad it is and this problem with them. And I was like, oh, guys, I want to be this positive effect. And they're like, you are having a positive effect. I'm like, it doesn't feel like it. All feels so heavy and so negative. But it makes sense to me now that that's what we needed to go through, right? Anyway, next step, Debbie, is to wait. We're all waiting at the moment. We're in between worlds right now and we're waiting for the systems to fall so that we can get together and create the new, right? And I feel like it's going to be in smaller communities that's got to start off. Be strong is your second message. Be strong, Debbie, be strong while you're waiting. And stop questioning. We've all got to stop questioning ourselves. There is nothing wrong with us. There's something wrong with the systems that patriarchy has set up. They're falling apart now, and it's about time. Leaving things behind, letting go. This is the only thing you can do at the moment, Debbie, apart from waiting and being strong, is Eight of Cups is about leaving the emotional attachments behind. So just sorting yourself out emotionally. Especially shoulds, I'm hearing from you. Like, it should work this way, and I should be able to do that. Well, if it's not working, it's not working. It's not working for a good reason. It's not working because these things shouldn't work. Because things that are just so out of alignment, they shouldn't work, right? We've had so many years of the things that shouldn't work be working. I was doing some grid work, earth energy work, that my guides told me to do the other night, and it was about these energies. We've had like law of attraction teachers, spiritual teachers saying, if you're good, you'll get all the abundance. And it's like, open your eyes, because it's the bad people that are getting all the abundance. It's like, you can't gaslight me like that, because that's not true. That is just clearly not true. All the people that are manipulating and controlling, and the ones that will sell the bodies or whatever, or create problems, for people, or like the algorithms, if you will, rage bait and stuff like that. It's the worst of the worst that are getting the abundance at the moment. Hey, Mandy, cleaning. Hey, Jasmine. Cool. It's the worst of the worst. So I'm like, spiritual teachers, do not gaslight me about that. It is not true that if we're just good, we get the abundance. Clearly it's not. And so the other night, my guides had me in the middle of the night. Wasn't sometimes it's hard to sleep because I've got to do all this energy work overnight. But it was about turning those energies around. The flow, the abundance flow, going to the good people. The earth is with us on this. We will see. Laurie wants some cards. It's a horrible feeling when the eye twitches, isn't it, Jasmine? May I ask if Nick the Taurus 29 is going to pursue me romantically? Ooh, I'll come to you very soon, Jasmine. My daughter's called Jasmine. Beautiful name. Hey, Rose. Has been a long time. So, Laurie, and just to let you all know too, I do these one question readings, and I do them super, super fast too. If I'm here at my desk, which is a lot of the time, and you order one of those one question readings from our website, behealing.com, they're only $20 at the moment, Australian dollars, which is even less in US dollars, like 13, 14, something like that. I do them straight away because I want to be of help for people now. I've always been of help, right? But I know money is a problem at the moment, so my prices just keep on dropping, which feels anti-abundance to me, but it's not. I know it's not. Anyway, all that being said, Laurie, the Hermit, hiding away, keeping yourself to yourself, doing the inner work. It's not a wrongness of you. You can continue doing that. It feels like you're already in this energy, and I think a lot of us have been as well. Yes. By ourselves. It's where we need to be at the moment. Sovereign in our power. Not caving in and doing a comfortable thing, Now's not the time for backup plans. Now's the time to stand strong in what it is that we want. What's up with Instagram? Nobody's coming on Instagram. Every live's different. It's so weird. It's like all of the other lives, nobody's talked to me on YouTube. And now this one, people are talking to me. Mandy and Jasmine. Facebook is usually busy. So Jasmine, let's find out. Nick the Taurus. I'm a Taurus. You're a Libra. That's quite good. My first boyfriend was a Libra. Quite a good connection. Well, Jasmine, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, that's good. That is someone that's like stable. But what about the pursuit? What about the pursuit? I like that you've got that energy, Jasmine. You've got an energy of, like, he's got to come to me, right? 8 of Wands, yes, there's going to be direct communication. Oh, no. Well, the guides tell you the truth, that's for sure. There's going to be direct communication. 7 of Swords. Lies. Ah. Lies. Be careful with this one. Now, this doesn't mean that Nick the Taurian is a bad person. This could be insecurity. This could be, I'm not doing very well at the moment, but I want to impress Jasmine, and so I'm going to tell her lies about how stable I am. It could be that. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Hi, Dawn. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. She likes my collective messages. So grounding. I'm here to help. I had a tantrum with the universe before. It's like, I need help. Like, I need help, I need support, you know. I've been doing this for 25 years and it's just been working for me. Hey, Nikki Byron. Yay, we've got someone on Instagram now. And I've got a twitch in my eye. What does it mean? A twitch in my left eye? Honesty, I know. Over the years, people have said that they're scared to get my readings because they're bluntly truthful. But that's what you'll get from me. I've had readings from other psychics. I don't do it very often, but they'll tell me what I want to hear, and it's very nice for the ego, but it's not true. So yeah, I give the truth. Hey Dawn Rose, how are you? Rose. Anything for a Gemini. Gemini Rose. What have we got for Gemini Rose? That sounds like a psychic's name, doesn't it? Gemini Rose. Happiest card in the deck out first, but let's find out why they want to talk about that. Ooh, thank you. Okay, so you got the sun out first, Rose. Inner child being happy, healing work, healing stuff, healing yourself so that your inner child is happy no matter what's going on. That's when we stop judging ourselves, right, for external conditions. And we're like, I'm good, I'm good. You've got the High Priestess. You're being asked to tune into your intuition here, especially about yourself. Yeah, if there was ever a time to be selfish, it's now, that's for sure. It's in a good way, you know. So tuning into your intuition and using it for yourself rather than from others. Queen of Wands, you've got a strong energy right now and you're very magnetic. And that's a good thing, but it's a double-edged sword, you know. We attract beneficial things towards us and also the rest of it as well. So tuning into your intuition about what's good for you, Rose. You don't need to be giving your energy away. It's like, does this make me happy? No, it doesn't make me happy. And so I'm gonna be selfish and keep my energy to myself. Very important to be like that at the moment, especially because you're showing up as the Queen of Wands. That is attractive energy, and you know what it's like. When we're shining brightly, we attract everything. It's not like law of attraction teachers say, if you vibrate high, you'll just attract high vibration people. No, you won't. You'll attract everyone, like literally everyone when you're vibrating high. Those that want to use you, those that want to take from you, you know? And so we've got to be super, super selective. Oh, Nikki Byron, starting a new job tomorrow. Cool. Well, let's get some cards out. Don't forget to click like on these things as well. Help a girl out. You can share it as well if you want to share it. That would be great, and invite other people along. I know these algorithms don't actually show you posts really straight away anyway. So, Nikki Byron starting a new job tomorrow. Where are you, Nikki Byron? Are you in Byron Bay by any chance? Oh, nice. First card out, King of Pentacles. Nikki. This is great because this is leverage, you know. This is stable in your finances. This is leverage. People helping you out to take you to the next level as well. This is looking really good. So it's job with prospects, or the people that you work with will notice, and that will lead to prospects, you know. Even if the job itself doesn't have prospects for more, there's leverage here. So yeah, you'll get noticed. It reminds me, like I was running this business long time ago when I first started out, and a friend of mine was the manager of a cafe. He jobs in East Barna. Nice. East, okay. A friend of mine used to have a skateboard shop there. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying about my business? What was I saying? I got distracted and I just went to Byron and Ballina again in my head. Yeah, so a friend of mine was managing cafe, you know, Belongel Beach Cafe, Nikki, in Byron. He was managing that, and he called me up one morning and he said, my waitresses haven't shown up, and I've called everyone, and then I can't get in touch with anyone. Come and be a waitress for me. And I'm like, okay. And I did, and it was so much fun. Like, I used to go and drink coffee there anyway, and so a lot of my friends were there, and I was just like carrying coffees around to them and having a chat with people. It was great. And then the owner of the place came in while I was working. It's like, you seem to really enjoy this. And I said, I am really enjoying it. It's like, well, do you want regular shifts? I'm like, okay. And anyway, that's not why I'm telling you this. Why I'm telling you this is, of course, there's a load of local people that would come into that. And there was this lady came in one time, and she said, I keep on coming in at the weekends and I see you, and you seem to be having a really good time waitressing. And I said, yeah, I am. I love it here. Like, I don't need to do this. I got my own business, but I find it fun, and I'm working with my friends, and all my friends are coming in, and it's really nice. It's a really nice way of working. She's like, yeah, it shows that you really enjoy it. She said, I've got this property out Bangalore way, just past Bangalore, and she said we do weddings, like we do these small weddings, and sometimes they're a little bit bigger and we get marquees and stuff, but I'm always looking for like really good, she's like, it's high-end stuff, I'm always looking for really good waitresses, and it's only ever usually like Saturday afternoon, Saturday night kind of work. Would you be interested in that? And I said, yeah, I would be interested. Oh really, it closed? Yeah, it was all developed there, right, wasn't it? That was when I was leaving. Anyway, I said, yeah. And it was occasional work, and it was really well paid too. But it's that kind of thing. It's like, it wasn't about the cafe, do you know what I mean? But that I could tell with the way that the cafe made me feel, that there was more to it than like the cafe. But yeah, you got good prospects, especially the people. Cool. Enjoy your new job. You're welcome, Rose. Anyone else want some cards? Let me know. Hello, Diego. Oh, there's an entity on you harming others as payback or some type of magic doing this to people. Diego, let's find out. What's so true, Dawn? I didn't see when you did that, and YouTube is behind everyone else as well. There's a delay. There isn't a delay everywhere else. You're welcome, Nikki. So I'm live on Facebook, on my Be Healing page, on Instagram on Claire Louise Hay, and also on YouTube too. And YouTube is delayed. Don't forget to click like on the video, everybody. Diego, yes, what's going on here? Wait, I wasn't focused enough. I'm going to have to ask that question again. But that's very strange. Even when I'm not focused, the cards usually come out right. I've been lucky like that. I'm very protected. Okay. Wow. You got the Devil card out, Diego. Six of Cups in the Tower. Yes. Yes, it has been affecting things detrimentally in the past. Why have you got this on you? Fear. Okay. So there's an energy of fear that you're holding that's allowing this thing to attach to you. Definitely to your head. I'm seeing this. They're pointing out this one in particular, this spider's web, or the part of the spider's web that's attached to her head there, to a massive one. Yeah, fears. Okay. Sort it out. You do attract everybody, and they want to use you. Yeah, you've got to be so discerning when you're high vibration, so very discerning. Okay, I'm going to help you sort this out, Diego. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of it. So I have an amplifier here, and I also have my sage. And I can do energy healing at a distance. And I'm powerful. And so I'm not going to speak this aloud. what I'm doing, because I don't need to. And besides, it might freak people out. I'm just going to do it. Just be open to this, Diego. Don't. Ah. Interesting. Well, it's latched onto you because of a fear that you're holding. It's attaching to that. Okay. But yeah, if you remove the fear, if you work on that fear, then yeah, it'll help you. But also, yes, it is. Especially in the past, it's been tower, you know, it's been breaking things up. It's been detrimental to you, especially in the past. Okay, hey Anne and Heather, hello. Heather, let's do you first. Yes, please, says Heather. Let's get some cards out for Heather. Heather, what does Heather need to know right now? Heather, Heather, Heather. Okay, Heather. Interesting. Heather, are you in a relationship? Or are you looking for a relationship? You have the Six of Pentacles here, which is all about reciprocation, but then you've got the Moon card, yet to be revealed. It's almost like you're asking, is this reciprocal energy or not? Or is reciprocal energy available to me or not? You have the Divine Masculine card here, and you see that this is making me think it's about relationships. Yet to be revealed. And that's true, isn't it? If you are seeing someone at the moment, dating someone at the moment, or something like that, and this message is about that, then we need to give it time, right? We need to give it time. People reveal themselves in time. They don't reveal themselves to us when we're on the first date, generally. People aren't authentic enough, comfortable enough within themselves to be authentic. I am, but other people generally no. Some people are. And so we've got to know that we're seeing a curated version of themselves at first, and that can last for a long time as well. I saw something the other day saying, like men say pick better, right, to women. But literally some narcissists only come out with a narcissism once you've got children, once the children are born, and then they don't have the attention anymore. And that's the first signs that you get of that, in which case it's too late, right? But yours isn't about that. Yours is about, is something reciprocal? I don't know yet. It's yet to be revealed. You need to give it more time. Consistency is something to look out for. Seems to be about relationship just because the Emperor has come out here, but the Emperor can also be a boss as well. And so it could be, am I being noticed in my work? Is it reciprocal? You could be putting a lot into your work and wondering if it's going to come back to you, if it's going to be reciprocal, yet to be revealed. You just have to hang in there, and find out, because things get revealed in time, right? So that's for you, Heather. Anne, good to see you too. Guidance for a Libra. I've got Librans on today. And we got the same card. Six of Pentacles. Everyone's wondering about reciprocation. Oh my God, and then the other same card too. What? No. Let's see if I can do a trifecta. No, you got the Temperance card. But it's the same message. It's the same message. It's exactly the same message. For reciprocation, you've got to wait longer. The Emperor, this could be about the boss. It's exactly the same message, just with a different card in between. Is someone or something going to be reciprocal? You can't tell yet. Wait it out, says Temperance. That makes my job easier, doesn't it? Same message for you and Heather. It's wild, you know. I've got a weekly reading program, and there's a few people in there, and I just did them earlier today. In fact, every weekend I do everyone that's in that program, and I do them a weekly reading. And so the weekly reading has got like the energies for your week, the lessons that could come up that week, a focus to have, and also extra guidance. And just those four. It's not a particularly long reading, but you know, you get one a week. And I do everyone that's in the program, and then I do myself. And occasionally, it is very, like I've been doing this for many years now, but very occasionally, I'll do the first person that ever signed up, I'll do hers, and then I'll do the next one. And it's like really similar cards that are coming out. And it's like, it's the same message. And so I can because I have this template and I've just done the person before, sometimes it's like the same. It's like, thank you guys for making my life easier, because it's similar. And then sometimes, my cards will be the same. And strange how you kind of clump together like that. Or, a lot of people going through similar things at the same time. So anyway, all of this fun, it's fun and everything, but it is about the launch of my program, The Adventure Zone. It's got a lot in it. My guides told me to put it together at the start of the year because of this new earth creation that we're doing at the moment, which requires us to take that law of attraction thing to the next level, to go beyond, to go to the field of potentiality, to go beyond the current systems because they're falling. And so we are creating that new earth right now, and it's all about that. And so I put it into a fun program with quests to take you through this this path, but also to refine the law of attraction stuff and to show you where your sticking points are. So some of the quests seem like repeats, but they're not. They're slightly nuanced, because sometimes people have nuanced blocks in it all. It could be about a block to receiving. It could, but something that looks exactly the same could be a block, like a fear, and then a control mechanism that you've got going on, like not wanting to let go, not wanting to surrender. Or it could be, like a trust. Like there's all these nuanced things about it. So the program is developed to help you to get to know yourself much more. And so today, the doors are still open to that. It's just open this weekend because we're starting a live round next week with that. And so today it's $450 off the price. So if you go to behealing.com, you'll find all the information on it there. If you want to take this steps further, we do the live rounds because I go live in our private group for all the adventurers, and so that I can do this kind of thing, help you along with it. You do the quest, then you come into the live show and you ask your questions about that. You tell me what you went through, what came up for you, and then I use the cards to get deeper into that, just to make sure that you've completed that zone before you move on to the next one. And in that way, it will show you exactly where where you got stuck before, perhaps. But it's more about creating the new earth, which is how we want to live. It's about ourselves. We've got to do it for ourselves. We're here for a reason, because our point of view is important. How we personally want to live, very important right now. We're holding these visions of all of that. So, and a fantastic time to join that program. And you're in for life. You're in for life once you're in there. So we just collect people at each launch. This is the second launch, and we all do it together. So if that sounds like fun, something you'd like to do, go to behealing.com and sign yourself up. I'm going to close the doors for it, or the price goes up to the normal price tomorrow morning for me. So it's 12:28 midday, so it'll be, I don't know, within 10 hours perhaps, in 10 hours time, something like that. I don't really go to schedules. Anyone else want some cards? Anyone else got some questions? You've got questions about my program? I've got other programs on there too, and readings, and especially the mini readings, If you've got one question that you just want at any point, I get them out within 24 hours, often within 5 minutes, because when I'm sat here working at my desk, and one of them comes in, I notice the email when it comes in, and once I've read it, I'm like, I want to know the answer too. So I just grab my cards and I do it straight away. So I can get quick answers from behealing.com. Tell your friends too, share my work. That would really help me out, because it is very difficult right now to reach anybody online. The algorithms just seem to be working against me. I'm just not, rage baity enough, because I'm not willing to go there. I'm not willing to do that. Very hard for anyone that's doing anything good now to get any, there's just so much noise out there online, isn't there? And I, for one, I don't want to be scrolling I don't want to spend a lot of time online, you know, I'll use it for my work and then I want to get outside and away from it and into real life, you know. How about everyone else? Anyone else want cards? I do love my work. It makes me very happy. Both works. I manage a Muay Thai gym. I help manage a Muay Thai gym too. It's usually busy today as well. Oh, it's quiet at the moment. It's usually busy because the other gyms are closed on Sundays. And ours is open. Okay, a collective message. What do we all need to know? Oof. Seven of Wands, we need to protect ourselves. What from? From the fears. So, we need to protect ourselves from the fears. How do we do that? Well, where do the fears reside? They're not in our conscious mind. They can be in our conscious mind. That's not where they instigate. We have a subconscious mind. It is a tool of the human body, and it's there to protect us and keep us alive. It's negatively focused. It's looking out for what's going to kill us, what's wrong, what could go wrong, and all of that. It's negatively focused. It needs to be. Protectors need to be negatively focused. Just like bodyguards need to think that everyone's carrying a gun or a knife and are about to stab the person that they're protecting. They need to have a negative focus in order to protect us. Likewise, the nervous system, it has a negative focus. It's a little bit more balanced, or it can be, but it's there to pick up on stuff going on, right? It's got a negative focus. It's there to preserve our life, to keep us alive. Now, when we're going about through life and we're really busy and we're scrolling and we're not conscious, we let our minds go on autopilot, and that means that the subconscious mind and the nervous system is running the show. And when that happens, you think that you're negative, you think that you're your fears, you think that you're this chat going on in your mind. It's not who you are. To be who you are requires presence. And presence in this world where there's so many distractions, where we're, you know, there's this marketing all over the place, and it's scroll, and there's just so much to distract us, or like work really hard, you know, and don't stop working, and then you've got this and that to do, and then people, always have people in your life, you know, so you don't have a minute of presence. I find meditation, yeah, but meditation, you know, that can, in a way, just allow you to see how loud the subconscious mind is, right? Which in and of itself is an important thing, to stop sometimes and be quiet and just notice that, how loud it is, to put it in its place. The subconscious mind is not us, we're the observer of it. But I find like getting out into nature, in the real world, you know, and looking at things and watching things really helps me be present. I can be present like in the home too. It takes a little bit more effort. I find that moving my body as well, exercise, gets me in the present moment. What is it for you? What gets you in the present moment, everybody? Because that's the way to protect ourselves from the fears. Protect ourselves, Seven of Wands, from the devil, the fears. It's not about trying to kill the ego. It's not about trying to silence the subconscious mind. That's like telling the bodyguards to go away, or trying to kill the bodyguards. Like, that's going to make you safer. It's not going to make you safer. It's not about reprogramming the subconscious mind. Oh yeah, let's teach the bodyguards to think love and light and not look for problems anymore. That's going to get you killed. Right? What we want to be is in the present moment, and noticing authentically, 100% truthfully, how we feel about everything. I don't like that person's vibration. That feels like dangerous to me. I don't like this, and I like this. This is nice. I don't like that. You know, we need to be honest about it. That's making me angry. That is so unjust. That's making me angry. We need to be completely honest as we go about in the world. But when it comes to what we want to focus on, what we want for ourselves, if we understand that the subconscious mind and the nervous system is focused on the fears and all of that kind of thing, so it's got it, right? And it's going to tell us, it's going to highlight it. It's like, oh, you should be careful of this. It will give us a jolt, you know. It will tell us. And just relying on that. We don't need to have those fears in our conscious mind. We don't need to be consciously aware of it. Trusting the subconscious mind is on it. And we'll listen to it when the subconscious mind pipes up. Be scared here. Watch out. And then have our conscious focus on the things that we want without the fears. That's how we protect ourselves from the fears. So I hope that I've explained that properly, because that's a big message that's coming through today. And I've still got a twitch. It's potassium, isn't it? It's potassium deficiency when we get twitches in the eye like that. I'll have to eat more bananas or something. So, big message for everybody. It keeps on repeating today, and so it's very important right now. Be present as much as possible, which is why I tend not to hang out online very much, because I find it very hard with those things. I'm lucky I don't live in the Western world. I live here on a tropical island where it's hardly any marketing, hardly any at all. There's hardly any of that junk stuff of the Western world here, and there is some, but it's much more easy to live a simple life and be real here with a load of real people too. So I kind of have it easy in that respect. How about you? Do you find it easy to stay present and aware, or do you find that you're busy, distracted, and allowing the subconscious to rule? Everyone's gone quiet. What's up? What's up? What's up? Instagram's very quiet. Probably because I'm not very active in the daytime on Instagram. I don't know. Well, if everyone's done, I'll be done too. Get on with my afternoon. I've got one more live show left to do. Please visit my website, behealing.com, and consider joining the Adventure Zone, because the doors are open this weekend to that, and today you can get $450 off, so the ideal time to join. But check out for now on my website as well. Thank you for supporting me. Do share this as well with anyone that might be interested in my help and my readings and all of that. And don't forget, I have my one question readings and full readings and everything else available on my website all the time. I get them out very quickly because this is my full-time gig. And yeah, if you could share it with people that are interested in readings, that would really help me out, because it's very difficult now to reach people, to reach new people. I'm on podcasts and stuff like that, but there's not that much coming through from that either. So if you're in like spiritual groups, friendship groups, yoga classes, that kind of thing, it would really help me out if you could mention my name and behealing.com and all of that kind of thing. Hello, Mike. So thank you everyone for coming along. Visit my website, behealing.com. Help a girl out. Put me out there a little bit. Every little bit helps, and thank you so much for doing that. And I'll be coming on. Like, oh, hello, Dino, Mark Lee. How are you? I'm saying goodbye now, and now the guys are coming on. What's that about? If you want me to pull some cards for you, just let me know before I go. I can do that for you. Because this is the launch of the Adventure Zone, the second launch of the Adventure Zone, which is a program that I put together earlier this year. My guide said, next step, next phase is to refine the law of attraction stuff to make it work for creating this new earth that we're headed toward now. We're not headed toward it, we're creating it. It's not going to happen to us. Mandy, you think we sometimes get distracted by choice so we can ignore the present? Yeah, I mean, there's so many distractions. There's so many distractions. They want us, the controllers, the controlling people, they want us distracted at the moment. They don't want us standing in the power. They don't want that. You're late. It's all right. I can still pull cards. I haven't gone yet. I was about to go, but new people are coming in. I'm happy to stay. Would you like some cards? What are you trying to manifest at the moment, Dino, Mark Lee, and Mike on Instagram? What are you trying to manifest at the moment? Or would you just like some cards pulled? See what's going on in your energy at the moment, what your guides want you to know, what your higher self wants you to know. If you'd like some, speak up or forever hold your peace. Let's clear some energy. Getting into sound healing lately. It's working so well on me. Been using it on my frozen shoulders, which are really getting better. Financial and love. It's what everyone wants. It's what everyone wants. Love and finances are the hardest things, aren't they? Finances, because we're an effed up system. I mean, unless you're one of the elite, unless you've got a corporation, unless you're already winning at Monopoly, the current systems that we've got, nah. And so yes, it's very difficult at the moment with that. Love, because there's 2 points of, there's two beings involved in love that are fluctuating the vibrations. The steadier we can have our vibration and hold a certain energy, the easier it is for the other person to find us. Hopefully they're holding a vibration too, right? Which is what I mean by that is knowing who we are, what we offer in relationships, what it is that we want in relationships, and being really clear on that, and then just like, I'm happy as I am, and I'm bringing that in. Of course, we need to deal with our stuff too, so that we can be healthy in relationships. Spotting the red flags and all that kind of thing. I'm trying to date at the moment, but these people, they get eliminated very fast. The latest one said, we were just chatting. He seems not very deep, let's put it that way, or his chats aren't going very deep anyway. And unprompted, he said to me, he messaged me saying, he quit smoking a few years ago and he put on a bit of weight since he quit smoking and he's wanting to lose that. And so I replied, oh, what's your plan then for that? And then he waved a red flag around. His response was, find a strong woman and that can sort me out. I'm like, well, that's not her responsibility. That's your responsibility. That's a no straight away from me. So yeah, in a broken system, very difficult at the moment to receive. Oh no. It looked like I disconnected then. Yes, it's disconnected. Hopefully I'm back now. I think I'm back now. Just for YouTube. Everyone else should be okay. Okay, you need to have a strategy, Dino Markley. 5 of Wands, have a strategy. King of Swords. This is interesting because it's the female version of the King of Swords. Doesn't usually come out for men when they get a reading, the female versions. Okay. Because King of Swords is about having clarity. Having a strategy. Planning. And gaining clarity on that. It's definitely long-term vision. Look how she's putting, she's sowing right from the bottom, right from the ground up. Think long-term, have a strategy for long-term prosperity. Planning, yeah. Now's not a time for you to be trying to wing it, you know. It requires a plan, so hopefully that helps you out. Now let's get you one out on love. 1 or however many. Love. What do you need to know about love? Oh, there's some healing to do here. Past relationships. Past marriages? Were you married before? 5 of Swords. Yeah. This is an internal battle. This is why it shows up when there's healing to be done. So, 5 of Swords, an internal battle. This means that you've got like triggers, and they'll show up. They'll show up when you read things online, or when someone says something and it like irritates you, or when you think about relationships and it's like, oh, I don't want that thing anymore. You know, it's what people wear this energy in the comments, especially online, right? You can tell what someone's issue is as soon as they say it, as soon as they comment on something, because they reveal it. We reveal our baggage like that. You've got baggage here. And it's from past relationships, not just past relationships. The Hierophant, that is a long-term relationship. So someone you were married, or just long-term relationship. A lot of people have long-term relationships without the marriage now, right? And I would say long-term is anything like 2 years and above. Yeah, some healing to do there. Let's get some more on that. If we don't heal, then we end up, if we don't attract the same thing in someone else to give us the evidence, like the clues of what it is that we need to heal, we attract someone else that hasn't got it, and then we just project it onto them. We pretend like they do have that issue when they don't, you know. I've been the target of that sometimes, you know, when someone comes in with a chip on the shoulder and then they're accusing me of things that I've never done, but their ex did, and it's like, I'm not your ex. Like, crazy time. Resolving anger. Here we go. Conflict reminds me when I need more space for myself. Right. This is about owning our moods, right? And knowing when we need space from someone else. Nobody can be in a healthy relationship and just be like by someone else's side all the time. We need to know, instead of getting into an argument with someone, know when it's just our energy and we need space instead. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you're tired. We're all grumpy when we're tired, right? But if you're going around, like if you're in a relationship and you're tired and then someone wants your energy too, instead of blowing up at them for wanting your energy, you just say, I'm really tired right now. I don't have anything left to give. I need some space. Yeah. So it's about conflict resolution, but it's about owning your energy within relationships too. So if you've got this energy going on, you've probably been in a relationship and not owned that, and maybe blamed them, going, oh, they just needed too much from me, were draining me or something like that. Wouldn't leave me alone. That's a key sign as well. When people say, she just wouldn't leave me alone, right? It's like, well, did you ask for space? Did you say you were overwhelmed or it was too much now? Like, we need to own how we're feeling and then explain it. And that requires, you know, a level of self-knowledge that you need to have a healthy relationship. Otherwise, we're just in relationships completely, you know, unconscious about it, and then just blaming the other person for how we feel, because they just put the cherry on top of what we already were, you know, trigger us. So working on that, you can do that within your friendships. You don't have to do it within romantic relationships. Probably best to do it within relationships first. Just owning how you feel and being open about it. Being okay about saying no. Like, I'm really tired right now. I can't. Like with friends, you know, friends say, do you want to go out? Or do you want to meet up? And you're like, actually, I'm really tired right now. I'm not going to be that much company. I need my space at the moment. Or maybe you are hanging around friends and they want to talk and you're not feeling it. And you're like, I just need to be in silence at the moment, just for now. Is that okay? You know, these kind of skills of knowing what it is that we want in the moment and expressing our needs within relationship, any relationship, with your parents, with your children, with friends, with siblings, every relationship, knowing what it is that we want, what our needs are. Women do this better than men generally. A lot of men haven't the first clue about any of this stuff. Women have been practicing it with their friends and other people for some time. Owning that, and we wish men would do it because we're not mind readers, right? Owning the energy that you are, and speaking it. I am this, I'm feeling this way, this is what I need right now. And then everyone's okay. Like if we are honest with each other and honest about what we need in the moment, no one's going to complain about that, unless they're a complete narcissist, you know. They're going to be like, oh, that's why, okay, no problem, right? If we explain ourselves. So working on that, Dina Marley. It's good advice for everyone, but yeah, as I said, I think most women are already doing that. Cool, bananas. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to eat a banana. I've got some in frozen. You know what I used to do? I used to buy bunches of bananas, local bananas, the best, small ones, you know. There's a guy, an old guy on the island, he grows the best bananas. I don't know why they're so good, but they are. And buy them in a bunch, and they're super cheap. And instead of letting them all go rotten, what I've started doing now is peeling the majority of them, putting them in a plastic bag and putting them in the freezer. Why didn't I do that ages ago instead of just like, you know, losing a load of bananas? I don't know. But anyway, I'm waffling now. Let's get out of here. Thank you so much for everyone joining in. Do visit my website, behealing.com. I've got all kinds of readings on there, including one question readings as well. So if you do want more of this quick advice, you're very welcome to book in at any point. They're very cheap too. Put the price down of them recently. You're very welcome. Thanks everyone for coming along. I'm live later on, so you can come along again, and then that'll be the end of the launch. Unless I do another one tomorrow morning, but I really feel like I want to get back to the gym, because 2 mornings of doing these live shows and I'm feeling like I need my time. You see? That's me owning my energy. I need my time. I need my mornings. I need to go to the gym. I need to feel better instead of just like work. I love doing these things and I love giving this energy out, but yeah, 2 days is enough for me. Bye everyone, thanks for coming along. Do share it with your friends. Bye. And. Oh, where's the mouse? Bye.